video. Today we're going to be talking about all the school supplies that I bought, a whole haul, absolutely everything that I bought for college and everything that you might need for college. So save this video, like this video, so you can remember what to buy for sixth form, whether you're in my year or you're starting next year. I actually want to start with a package that I just got. This is the reason I just started making this video, because I was waiting on this package the whole time from MUJI. Obviously I already took everything out. Okay, I've put everything back in for the sake of the video, and let's unbox everything. So I started with this acrylic acrylic pencil holder, pen holder. Obviously it's actually smaller than I expected. I expected it to be like twice the size-ish, but it's okay, it'll work for my pens for now. Next I got a mechanical pencil and I got some lead. It's really satisfying. My old mechanical pencil ran out of lead and I didn't know what size it was, so I had to get a new one. I'll go for the less like cool ones. I did get a thing of paper clips, and to be honest I have no clue how to open this. I've tried many times, it just doesn't seem to want to open. I'll figure it out eventually. And I did get a ruler because I had this like really old crappy ruler that was really broken up, but it's kind of a big one. Normal clear acrylic ruler. And now for the interesting ones. I did get a set of 0.5mm black pens. Obviously I got 10 of those. These I'm dying to try out, I'm not even joking, because these are just iconic. Like you see them everywhere on TikTok, especially on like aesthetic TikTok. And I also got a pack of the colourful ones. Obviously these are all the colours if you can see this properly. Yeah, these are all the colours. Again in 0.5mm. Really like this turquoisey colour, and all of these are going to be so useful. Okay, that is it for MUJI actually. That was sort of just a quick like stationery haul that I wanted to get out of the way. And now we're moving on to clothing. Obviously you've probably seen so many hauls on TikTok of like $500 shopping hauls, and it's just all clothes for back to school. I am not as fortunate as that. I am very fortunate, but like clothes aren't the most important thing for me. So I do have a few things of clothing that I got specifically for school, so let me show you. I got Sambas. I know, the most basic shoe you can get. They're waterproof, they're comfortable, and we got them discounted, so I just needed shoes that weren't £12 Temu kicks. Also, I'm not the one who bought those, that was my mum who fell victim. On the other hand, this is my coat. It's literally just from Primark, and it's this brown leather coat. I had to get it because I had no waterproof coats, and it keeps me very warm. But honestly, that's kind of it for clothing. I really don't need that much clothing, I think. Moving on to notebooks and books and just any sort of that category. Starting with a journal or a planner. I had a planner in high school and I really used it a lot, so I bought myself just a plain notebook that I've kind of turned into a planner. Obviously I haven't used it too much because my actual college hasn't started, but I did some pages for induction day. They weren't all that crazy. I also bought this over the summer. This is my content creation journal notebook thing. This has a lot of secrets in it, so I'm actually not going to show you the inside. Now I do have 3 binders. These are my small little ring binders that I have, and I have them all coded down here. This one's chemistry, psychology, and biology. Obviously inside they are filled with plastic wallets because obviously you need them, and they do have dividers, but they don't fit the best, so I don't think I'm going to use them that much. The holes are just kind of in the wrong place, if you get what I mean, and they don't really fit into the binder very well. Okay, now for notebooks. I have just this plainer notebook. I was going to use it for chemistry, but I'm honestly not thinking it anymore, because originally I had 4 subjects picked out, but now I can only do 3, so you know, I don't really know what to do with this book. I might just save this for when my other notebooks run out. Now, for my actual notebooks, I just got these like ring spine notebooks, and they're really pretty. One of them's slightly different. I have no clue why, but hey, it's pink. Yeah, I did get one. I got one for each subject. Obviously, I've dropped one now, so I'm gonna have to reorganize how I'm gonna do this whole system, but that's fine. And as I said, these are all just like plain line notebooks. I really like square notebooks, to be honest, but it's fine because I have other things to do that with. But these are what I'm gonna bring to class to take my in-class notes, and then I'm gonna transfer them over to my binder and like rewrite them at home. Now these are very, very important. I don't know where my third one has gone actually, but these are my day folders. I'm gonna be bringing these in for a loose piece of paper or anything to do with a subject, and I'm gonna be using using these in my bag to bring home stuff and organize them when I get home, if you get what I mean. And I do have a third one, but I genuinely have no clue where it's gone. Now, I do actually have 3 lever arch binders like I told you guys I would get. Basically, if you didn't know, I made a TikTok video showing off my like first haul, and everyone in the comments screamed at me saying, you need lever arch binders. They're under my bed. I have 3 of them and I'm not gonna get them out, but I promise I do actually have lever arch binders. Don't worry. And finally, I have a just square paper pad. These just have a bunch of paper in them, and yeah, this is what I'm gonna rewrite my notes on and put them into my folders. I hate dogs so much, it's ridiculous. Oh wait. Yay, it stopped. No, it didn't. And now we're moving on to stationery. Obviously, I did show you a whole bunch of new stationery that I got just then with the MUJI haul. I'm gonna show you my pencil case. I'll show you everything that was in it beforehand, but obviously I'm gonna refresh it and update it with all the MUJI stuff that I got just now. Starting with the lid pocket. I have a really old, like, crappy rubber that I have from ages ago, but it works really well, so I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. I have this little thing of post-it notes, and I have a sharpener, which is really gross right now. I used an eyeliner pencil in this, that's why it's like got a bunch of stuff stuck in it. Okay, I have another rubber and a hair bubble, because you never know when you're gonna need one at the end of the day. Okay, so this is the second compartment. This obviously is like split into 2. I have a little correction whiteout thing, and then I have, this is my ruler that I was using before. I had one even before this that was like breaking and cracked. It has like extra little sticky tabs on it, which is really cute. And then these are the pens that I was using, literally just Bic pens, nothing too special. A pencil, really boring compared to the MUJI stuff, of course. And in the final compartment, I do have a scientific calculator, pair of scissors, glue stick. I will run out of glue sticks probably, but it's like the #1 necessity. And some highlighters. I have a lot more of these. So quite empty right now because this is just what I brought to induction day. I didn't want to overpack for induction, and I actually barely use anything. I literally only use like a black pen, and that was it. Now for the more fun stationery, I have this mini stapler, which I've heard from other sixth formers is apparently like a godsend. So stapler. And I have a massive hole puncher. Now I've heard this is really good again, so. And hole punchers are just so convenient, especially with binders. I could like, even if I run out of sleeves, I could temporarily just like hole punch it and add it into the binder. I have a tape dispenser. I don't really know what I'm going to use this for. This is more for like vintage packages that I'm selling, but like it could be useful for school. Technically it's still stationery, it's still a school supply, so okay. And I have a bunch of just regular sticky notes. I have even more over there, but they're like under a bunch of stuff. Okay, now this has actually been my holy grail for I don't even know how long, but it's just a massive set of pens. Obviously now that I have the MUJI colourful ones, I'm probably going to be using these a lot more, but for these have a brush tip, and they also have a like fine tip. This is the brush tip. I don't know if it's focusing, but hopefully you guys can get the gist. And then it has like a fine tip, and these colours have literally been amazing for GCSE, so hopefully they'll be good for A-level as well. I feel like for calligraphy they might be good, like titles and stuff. But yeah, these have been my absolute love. They're by Artist Fine Twin Markers, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to show you one that's actually a lot quicker. I have 2 whiteboards. So I have this mini whiteboard. Obviously I've got a to-do list written on it right now, and a little message from my husband. I have this mini whiteboard and a whiteboard pen. I have more whiteboard pens. I have all sorts of colours, as you can see with the pink here. This is just what I use for content creation and stuff. But let me go grab my bigger one. Okay, so this is my big whiteboard. It's like A3, I think. I'm pretty sure. This also came with a bigger pen. Literally the exact same thing as this, but slightly bigger. And this is what I'm going to be using for all my blurting, all my revising and stuff. So I would highly recommend this because I've already used this before the year even started, and it is literally amazing. Okay, now we're gonna go for miscellaneous items because that is all for the stationery. This is just like stuff that I need in general and stuff that is obviously gonna be really, really useful. I got a water bottle. Now I know this is technically not like a reusable water bottle, it's just a Voss water bottle. Low-key, I just refilled this. Like really, like it's quite solid. If there's any bottle that I recommend is like cheap, it would probably be this. Okay, this one's super random, but if you guys don't know, I am a curly girly under this. I have my hair straightened because I don't like my curly hair whatsoever. I did go and buy some new curly hair products just so I had enough to last me for a while because my old stuff was running out. I had it for like over 2 years now, maybe. That's kind of insane. But yeah, I just got these. Now for the visually impaired girlies like me, I have contact lenses and I have my glasses. I'm wearing contact lenses now actually, but obviously if you have contact lenses, you know what they're like. Just in case I want to look a little studious, I want to not wear contact lenses for a day, I do have my glasses as well. And for the very final item, this is a must, especially for me because I travel so often. Headphones. I always keep these charged, and I genuinely, I think without getting picked up or dropped off by my mum, it's a 4 hours every single day of travel for me, so these really do come in handy. They're not necessarily noise cancelling. They're Sony CWH, something like that, but in beige. I found them on eBay. They were like £15, and they're the most useful things that I've had in a while. I absolutely love these. Lastly, okay, I said lastly, but lastly, I want to quickly show you my school bag because obviously I haven't shown you guys yet. But like, in all honesty, this is my same school bag from last year. Like, it's not changing. I don't need a new school bag at all. This is just, it works. So I'm gonna keep this bag for now. But that is it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Also, please use all my codes. They should be on screen now. They help me out so much and they get you guys so much better content in the future. And of course, go follow all my other social medias. I post the most on Instagram and then TikTok. If you want to know where absolutely anything in this video is from, please comment down below and I will tell you anything. But that is it. Have a good day. Mwah. Bye bye.